here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. It is finally time for our main event of the evening, the epic rematch between Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, dating back to their first matchup in December of 2018. Christina, here is our tale of the tape.
The significant difference in the weight for both of these fighters. Both fighters up from where they were in the first fight. Will that play a factor? Will it make Deontay Wilder more devastating of a puncher? Will the same be said for Tyson Fury? Those questions will be answered in just moments.
And now we await the Gypsy King. Let's take a look at our rules, Christina.
No standing 8 count, no 3 knockdown rule. The fighter cannot be saved by the bell in any round. Only the referee can stop the fight. And in the case of an accidental foul, we go to the scorecards after the 4th round.
Well, legacies will be furthered. History made tonight. Both men are undefeated. Both men, and that is Tyson Fury's wife,
Paris,
no doubt, supporting her man, as he literally had a battle of depression and came from a very bad place, but is now back and even stronger, fighting at this level. What a testament to Tyson Fury.
I can't imagine the nerves and excitement that she's feeling, especially after what she witnessed happen to her husband in the first fight.
Well, Tyson Fury has a lot to prove in his opinion. He said he was robbed in the first fight, and now here comes the Gypsy King as he makes his walk. And this place is going to go bananas. He's walking out with the crown on his head. He's trained now by Javon Sugar Hill. Sugar Hill told me when I saw him yesterday after the weigh-in, I asked him, I go, what does it mean for you to be? And here is Tyson Fury making his ring walk.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be outstanding for your king, Tyson Fury!
Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King, what a grand entrance on his throne as he goes and proclaims, I am the king of the heavyweight division.
The king is here. The king is here.
But now we await the Bronze Bomber.
That's right.
Deontay Wilder. What energy and electricity here in Las Vegas. This is special. But the champion is moments away from making that walk.
I think Tyson Fury channeling his inner Prince Nassim there, right?
Yes.
Coming out with the throne on the chair and everything. That was beautiful. I love that.
And the British fans are certainly behind him. This place is rocking here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. But now here comes the most destructive puncher in heavyweight history. So Tyson Fury's ring walk was epic. What is Deontay Wilder's going to consist of?
Set ablaze like lighter fluid, he fights the ruthless. They tried to beat him and can't defeat him. Their fight is useless. Cause on the canvas landed every man that stood in his way. And he's still devastating opponents to this day. Super. Good. Inglewood. Purple rain falling down on the prince of the coast where the sun shine all year round. Purple haze over landscapes till I hydrate in the lunch line. With the small getting clouds, wood, star me out. This song's in the key of life, and love is in need of more. Young nigga from Inglewood, barefoot on the cedar floor. If black music is the blood, then my heart has been beating more. Rapidly, happily, I look back on the feeling Shakur, her son paved the way. Now all eyes on me, cause I'm young, black, and gifted, Nina, all eyes gon' see. If you come back with face with a challenge, that's a good break. You ain't balance, hell, you ain't average. Throw your hands on 3, gon' put them up for black magic. Black excellence, black habits, this black medicine. Everything black, everything black. Praise black Jesus, pray black Moses. Give them flowers while they still here, black roses. Everything black, everything. Black pride, black lives, everything. Everything you need, man, I believe you are that. Seeing you are, friends go out, here you are black. Every time they get it, they gon' say you made an anthem. Life in a panda. It ain't black and white, it's a canvas. Spike me your dreams, Bruce me your tantrums. 2-3 that bullshit. Go Michael Jordan, go Samson. Knock down the walls around me. Strong and dark and so handsome. Everything around me is shining dark and the time is divine. I found a spark when the clouds leak and the rain fall and I found peace. Black is the concrete, black is the street that's lined with the palm tree. Black is the night sky when you broke your bread and your bacon just don't meet. Black is the bottom of Chuck Taylor, black is the fuck hater. Black is the burn rubber, hit the donuts in front of the store 2 months later. Stopped in the cop front of black burner, underneath the seat was some Nat Turner. Black is the judge roll when the case closed, now your life on the back burner. Black magic, black excellence, black habits, yeah, everything. Black chucks, everything. Black hood, black love, everything. Praise black Jesus, play black Moses. Give them flowers while they still here, black roses. Everything. Black pride, everything. Black pride, black lives, everything. noir, here you are, black. Everything you need, better believe you are that. Skin noir, friends noir, here you are, black. Everything you need, better believe you are that. Mira negrito, puro amor pa' mi morenito. Hice un giro, cambiando idioma. Vuela palomas encima del roller coaster, calle cerca de la playa, Ocean View. Blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. We dance in the soaking too. Only fuck with few real niggas to chill with. Deal with us and deal with it. Never pull the trigger, aiming at another man, but real hit still, pick up the phone. I ain't on this mission alone. Used to dream of really stacking my funds. Now my windows just as black as my gun. I feel divine. It came on time. God never changes, ain't gon' lie. I lost faith and cried, then my faith revived. And as soon as I let go and surrender to hear my talent, this young king took off like go-go catch. There go that black magic, black excellence, black habits. It's black medicine. Everything, black chunks, everything. Black hood, black love, everything. Praise black Jesus, play black Moses. Give them flowers while they still here, black roses. Everything, black tribe, black rock, everything. Black pride, black love, everything. Yeah, 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 yeah.
What a spectacular entrance by the baddest man on the planet, Deontay Wilder, the heavyweight champion of the world. This place is ready for Wilder Fury 2. I have goosebumps here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena.
I mean, the mask is lit up, the cape, the chest piece. I mean, no detail left unturned for these two champion caliber fighters. Let's do this, Ray. Let's do this. Here's Jimmy.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you and welcome to the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, Nevada, as we present the featured bout of the evening, brought to you by Bloodshot, starring Vin Diesel, in theaters March 13th. Tecate, the official beer of boxing. Betfred, the official sponsor of Wilder Fury 2. Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Get a quote on geico.com today. And proper number 12, Irish whiskey, the finest, the tastiest, the smoothest liquid gold in the world. This bout is sanctioned by the WBC, the President Mauricio Suleiman, along with the Nevada State Athletic Commission Chairman Anthony Marnell III. Judges at ringside, Glenn Feldman, Dave Moretti, and Steve Weisfeld. All right, fans, here we go with a bout you've all been waiting for. 12 rounds of boxing for the WBC and Lineal Heavyweight Championship of the World. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, live from the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, it's time for the main event of the evening. Introducing to you first the WBC title holder in the blue corner, standing at 6 feet 7 inches, wearing black trunks, proudly representing Tuscaloosa, Alabama, USA. He weighed in at 231 pounds. The U.S. Olympic bronze medalist who is undefeated in his campaign in the professional ranks with a tremendous record of 42 wins, no losses, 1 draw, with 41 big wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the acclaimed knockout artist, tonight making the 11th defense of his title. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the undefeated, hard-hitting, reigning and defending WBC heavyweight champion of the world, introducing the bronze bomber, Deontay Wilder. And his battle-ready, distinguished opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, standing at 6 feet 9 inches, wearing black trunks with gold trim, hailing from Manchester, England. He weighed in at 273 pounds. He is also undefeated in his campaign with a record of 29 wins, no losses, 1 draw with 20 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the former unified world champion and the undefeated boxing sensation, currently recognized as the reigning and defending lineal heavyweight champion of the world, introducing the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury. And we introduce our referee in charge, now to give instructions, Kenny Bayless.
Okay, gentlemen. Chunks are just a tad high, but on the upper half is okay. Now, gentlemen, we went over the rules in the dressing room. Again, I want to caution you to keep this fight clean at all times, protect yourself at all times, and when I say you must obey, good luck and touch them up. All right.
There is beauty in boxing's simplicity. So after a year of debating it, after months of training for it, after a promotional tsunami that has hyped it, it's now just the two of them, opposite each other. The long lineal line, the WBC belt that has included Ali, the greatest of all time, they are set and ready to answer who's the greatest of right now. Wilder, Fury 2, here we go. Andre Ward, Lennox Lewis, round number 1. Dre, what's the big reveal early?
It looks like Tyson Fury is sticking to his word. He's not moving backwards, he's moving forward. And he's forcing a man in Deontay Wilder who's not used to going backwards. He's used to pushing his opponent backward. Interesting first few seconds in this first round, and I want to see how it plays out.
And that's true, and he's doing some really good things by feinting and not coming out straight with the jab. He's feinting, he's still doing that twitchy movement, which is good.
Fury does so at 273 pounds. Trying to sweep across with a right hand as Wilder able to roll with it and get out of the way. Then probing with a jab to the midsection. Wilder comes in with a right hand. Tries to back him to the ropes. 6'9" Fury able to get that big left arm up in the way of it.
You know, Wilder's showing his right hand reveal straight away. And sometimes you can't just go out there and just throw the right hand. There's punches you have to throw before that. Guys expecting the right hands. Plus, it's the first round.
Remember how herky-jerky and awkward and all the upper body head movement and feinting we saw out of Fury. It does not show up here. Fury on the attack, going to the head of Deontay Wilder. And now coming in again, exactly like he said he would.
Even though Fury is pressing forward and he's having success right now, Deontay Wilder is still looking for the big hammer, the right hand, to land on the chin of Tyson Fury.
Most dangerous puncher in the game, Deontay Wilder. Fury trying to inch ahead, showing a little bit of a feint. That was basically the first 9 rounds of their first fight. The constant awkward movement and feints.
And Deontay's taking his time. He's looking very poised, calm, collective, thinking, warming up into this first round, which he should be.
They have talked about wanting to utilize the jab more, the camp of Wilder. Right hand from Wilder to the body. Here comes Fury, stepping into it. Good jab by Tyson Fury. Best connect of round number 1 comes in the last 10 seconds as he tries to chop down with a right hand, and Wilder backs up.
And the good thing Tyson Fury's doing right now, he stepped into the jab. Every time he chooses that jab, he's stepping into it.
Even though Wilder's being pressed right now, he's staying under his legs. That didn't land flush, but it definitely got Tyson Fury's attention. Here we see the jab. It didn't land, but it sort of blinded Fury just a little bit, and that right hand grazed the right hand of Fury. Obviously, Wilder wants to get that closer to the chin for more impact.
And then here's the jab at the end of round one.
Yeah, this is the jab where he steps into it, and that is good. A good jab. He's making it long and strong.
In round number one, Wilder threw 18 punches, landed 5. Fury threw 26 and landed 8. Remember, Fury's first time with Sugar Hill Stewart as his trainer.
That was a good first round from Tyson Fury, pressing forward, but doing it intelligently and smartly. And it was also a good round from Deontay Wilder to not allow himself to be unnerved and taken out of his game. He's staying calm under his legs, and he's still got that right hand cocked.
He's got it cocked, and the movement is looking like he wants to take that step back before he throws that right hand. He wants to throw that right hand over Tyson Fury's jab.
Let's see if that opportunity presents itself. There's another good jab from Fury. Wilder probing with that left hand. You never know when the right's going to come behind him. Fury able to close range with that left. There's a right hand by Wilder that comes in from long range, and then a jab to the midsection. A bigger midsection than we saw back in September. Fury at 273 pounds. Remember when they first fought, he was 256 and a half. Able to get out of the way of that right hand, and now Kenny Bayless will break them.
Listen, if Deontay doesn't jab, Tyson Fury would jab, and Deontay shouldn't allow he shouldn't allow him to jab before him not jabbing. So he should jab with the jabber.
These moments are moments of inches. One mistake and the fight can be over for either guy.
That's the beauty of a Deontay Wilder fight. Any given second, no matter where things stand, the fight can be over.
Let him up. Here he goes. Stop punching. Let him
Remember,
up. Stop punching.
Fury, in the entire lead up to this fight, during the entire promotion, said, I'm going to knock him out in the second round. 45 seconds remain in the second round. Another jab off the hip from the 6'9" Irish traveler, Gypsy King.
Listen, when you tell a guy you're going to knock him out in the second round, like Evander Holyfield told me in the third, I was prepared for it, and I said to myself, he's not going to knock me out. And I'm sure Deontay's saying the same thing.
Of course, your rematch with Holyfield. Much like the parallels here, this is only the third heavyweight championship rematch in history after a draw. Stalking for a right hand was Wilder there. And trying to come in, but he goes over the top, and Fury able to get to them, and they take it through the belt into the neutral corner. Right through the bell they go.
Listen, fellas, watch your heads.
So the warnings from Kenny Bayless, both to listen at the end of the round and to watch the heads. CompuBox stats are brought to you by Betfred. You see both men in the first 2 rounds with 10 jabs landed. In that second round, Wilder was 11 of 27. Fury was 8 of 27 on total punches.
In that second round, Deontay was throwing that right hand, but he was throwing it from a distance.
Fury comes in behind the jab. The right hand came behind the jab and then tried a short uppercut on the inside.
He was also telegraphing the right hand. He's got to get closer to Tyson Fury before throwing that right hand.
Big shot from Fury right
Sure
there.
was.
Top of the temple of Deontay Wilder.
Awkward but effective in the first minute here of round number 3.
But the right hand of Deontay Wilder has a mind of its own. You never know what angle it's coming from, and you never know when it's coming. So Tyson Fury has to be alert at all times.
All-time great power. The highest knockout percentage of any heavyweight champion in history is Wilder now. 95%.
But the big shots that Fury has landed, Deontay Wilder has taken them well.
Was able to block that right hand and tried to land a right of his own on the inside. Boy, Kenny Bayless really has his work in front of him with these two guys.
Yes, he does.
And Tyson Fury is doing the right thing too. All that weight, he might as well put it on Deontay. Make Deontay carry a bit of that weight.
That's the whole point of the weight gain.
And get him tired a little bit.
He is having an effective jab. And now comes in with a sweeping right hand. This is exactly what Fury wanted, to utilize the size and the strength to make it a different kind of fight. There's that jab again. Short right hand behind it. Let's see if they can work out of the clinch or if Bayless has to get involved here.
Stop. Hold on. Come on, fellas. Let's go.
He's leaning on Wilder. He puts him down! Fury scores the knockdown in round number 3. 30 seconds remain, and Fury has floored Wilder.
Deontay looks a little shaky on his legs right now. That was a good right hand by Tyson Fury.
He said he would knock him out. He's going for it here in the 3rd round. Wilder is down again. That is no
Wilder's getting
knockdown.
up. He's still shaky.
Kenny Bayless says no knockdown. Wow! What an explosive round for the Gypsy King.
And then you see Tyson Fury throwing the left hook before right hand, and the right hand goes right on the top of the head. Deontay saying, what happened?
But that's the shot that Tyson Fury's been trying to land this whole fight, is a right hand over the top. He's landed it, but he didn't land it quite like that. That's the shot he wanted. That's the result he wanted.
When he punched him with that right hand, Deontay's right foot slipped out from behind him and caused him to go on the ground.
Right hand landed, his brother Shane, his wife Paris. Fury just landed 14 punches in that 3rd round, the most landed against Wilder in their 2 fights right now. Round number 4, does he get back after him?
Tyson Fury's doing the right thing right now. He's not allowing Deontay Wilder to tie up without some resistance. If you tie me up, I'm gonna hit you every chance I get. He's doing the right thing right now.
Kenny Bayless admonishing both men, saying, I will deduct points. So Wilder hurt in round number 3, a round in which Tyson Fury was able to land 9 power punches, including the right hand that scored the knockdown. This is exactly the fight he said he would fight. Coming in big, coming in strong, pressing forward, and looking to knock him down. Off balance, that is a slip. That was a slip.
Even that slip right there, no punch landed, but I guarantee you it takes a lot for a big man like that to get off the canvas.
It shows you where he is. There's a body shot that came in that time. That was a left hand to the right flank of Wilder. How does Wilder look to you right now? Is he steady enough for you?
No,
another body shot by Tyson Fury. This is a mauling effort from Fury so far.
His legs look weak. He looks unsteady, but he's still dangerous. We can't forget that point.
Yeah, part of the reason is Deontay's legs are far apart. They needed to be closer together to keep his balance, so he's having a balance problem right now.
He's having an equilibrium problem right now.
There is no doubt about that. And he's got a bigger man who every time they get to the inside is leaning on him. 273 pounds, 6'9", and executing the exact game plan he wanted to.
Tyson Fury has to be careful when he's coming in, because Deontay's got that right hand caught.
but you rarely see Deontay Wilder throw a counter with the right hand cocked. He's normally stepping forward with the big step and the jab right in front of the right hand.
From long range, it's like a guy holding a rifle.
Yes.
But when you're smothering him, when you're running to the rifle, it's useless. And again, just leaning down with all that weight. It's taxing, it's draining.
Everything Fury said he was going to do, he's doing thus far.
Stop. 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 There we go. Stop.
Both guys have to watch their composure. You know, Deontay has to watch his composure, make sure he doesn't get all radical and all bent out of shape. He's got to keep his boxing position, his legs under him, and his hands up.
Work out, work out, work out. Work out.
Even all this hugging and grappling on the inside, it takes its toll. Advantage bigger man always.
Good counter from Tyson Fury.
Oh,
4 rounds in the books, and Tyson Fury in command. Dre, you made the point that even the slip, even the trip can take its toll on Wilder.
Deontay Wilder got off balance. He tried to duck the overhand left and he fell to the ground. That's partly because he was off balance and partly because he got tripped and his legs aren't all the way there. But check this out. Getting that 231-pound frame off the ground, that drains you if you do that enough times.
100% what you're saying. Exactly.
That's
why people go timber.
The point to be made there is at 231 pounds. It's a career high that Wilder is dealing with. And look at this as he opens up the round on the attack. Fury's all over him. Round number 5. You heard Sugar Hill Stewart from the famed Gronk Gym tell Tyson Fury, can make this easy. He's ducking, so just feint and then send it. Chopping shot to the head on the inside. Wilder's holding on with that left hand. Bayless is going to look for another break. And you know Fury's going to come right at him, Lennox.
Yeah, I mean, Fury's doing the right thing. Make it a rough fight. Put that weight on him. Fling him around a couple. Make it a rough fight. Don't make it an easy fight for Deontay.
But Fury is getting in there with that 1-2 so quick for a man that's 271 pounds. It's a quick step, boom, boom. Deontay Wilder doesn't have time to compute that shot.
That has always been the thing with Tyson Fury. His physical stature, it belies his skill and his nimbleness. And another knockdown is scored. A body shot to Wilder. Second time he's been down.
Deontay does not look stable on his feet right now.
Right hand hurts him. And grappling again. Halfway through round 5, Fury has scored 2 knockdowns already.
Oh!
He's chasing him down. He's head hunting. We could have history made right here already. On the attack, looking to close the show. Wilder doesn't look good at all. Still just over a minute to go in round 5.
Watch your head.
Fury's just missing that right hand, Joe.
Look at the mouth of Wilder. Wide open and blood coming from it. Tried to get the right uppercut on the inside. Another right hand over the top. And this is looking too easy for Tyson Fury right now.
Good body shot from Fury.
Look at him wrap up that left arm around the neck and then laying on him again. The power punches this round. Dominating form. A big right hand reigns in again. Kenny Bayless is calling for time here.
Oh.
1 point.
He's taking a point deduction when Tyson Fury is trying to close the show. So Deontay Wilder benefits of getting a break with the point deduction.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, when the ref steps in like that, he's giving Deontay a little bit more time to recover. And, you know, Tyson Fury doesn't want this right now. But
Sweeping right hand to the body.
Deontay does not look stable on his feet. He looks a bit tired. He hasn't caught that second wind yet.
Look at this rally to close out the round. All Fury every which way. just dominating the WBC champ.
And here Fury comes in again, and he's looking for the spot. Hits him to the body. Deontay was off balance there and still went down.
Round number 6. Watch for the equilibrium and the balance of Wilder with what we just saw. Right hand reins in. Wilder's hurt again, looking to wrap up. Fury goes to the body, trying to swarm him.
I don't know what Deontay Wilder's feeling right now, but he's got to try to get a right hand in there. The same punch that made you famous, the same punch that got you here tonight. You got to try to get one of those shots in to slow down the train of Tyson Fury.
Leaning straight back is a bad idea. He almost got clipped again, and once again, just ragdolling Deontay Wilder, bringing him around into that red corner. There's a body shot. Right hand to the body from Fury.
Deontay Wilder has to be careful when he's up against the ropes. And when he's up against the ropes, not putting his head down, because a good corner man always tells his man, well, throw a combination, but end with uppercuts.
Fury, he's had success to the body and then coming over the top with the right hand.
Stop that.
Sometimes rematches are exaggerated forms of the first fight. In the 12th round, when Tyson Fury got up after the brutal knockdown, he flipped the switch. He said he figured something out. Step to him, be big, be strong, take the fight, go for the knockout. And that is what he has employed here tonight, and it has worked to near flawless perfection. Wilder, look at his face there, battered and beaten and bloodied. Blood coming from the mouth, blood coming from the ear, and a 273-pound wrecking ball continuing to press forward.
Tyson Fury is smothering himself after he throws the combinations. What he needs to do is take a little bit step back and then throw a combination, short punches.
And now blood is spraying across our position here ringside. And every time they clinch with Deontay's left side going up against Fury, you can see the blood splatter all over Fury's head. He is wearing a lot of Wilder's blood right now. Blood continues to rain down from the ear. Fury continues to press in against Wilder.
And Fury looks like if he lands a good punch, Deontay will go down. He definitely doesn't look.
What was he just doing with his tongue right there on the inside? He said in the lead up, I want to taste blood. I believe that's what he was just doing there at the end of 6, tasting Wilder's blood. That was outrageous. He said, I want to taste blood. Fury did it. And just look at his mouth and the amount of blood coming from there too, Dre. He could have a more severe injury to the jaw.
Yeah, Deontay Wilder's in a bad way right now. The left side of his jaw is swelling. It looks like his eardrum may be busted. He has blood coming out of his mouth. And his corner's not treating any of the injuries. They're just telling him to press forward. And when you have a reputation like Deontay Wilder and your team believes it, and they don't challenge you to get better in certain areas, it shows up like tonight. They're even in denial. They need to check on his well-being. Are you okay? Can you continue? And then start to coach him from there.
True that. And the funny thing about it is he's got his left hand down, inviting the right hand by Tyson Fury, which is being quite accurate in this fight. Big mistake by Deontay right now. Keep that hand up. Keep that left hand up. None of his corner mates are telling him to keep his hands up, which is important.
And another head-snapping jab from Tyson Fury. We always talk about how Deontay Wilder has the ultimate eraser. But you have to be able to execute on it. You have to have a delivery system. And right now, his appears to be short-circuiting, and there appears to be a hopelessness as this continues down the path of Fury domination.
Tyson Fury did a great feint before throwing that combination, and this is what he's going to be doing throughout this fight, feinting and then throwing that big right.
Wilder just coasting back into that neutral corner, and now Fury's looking to split the guard as Wilder's in bad shape. This fight is over. A TKO victory. There is only one. There is only one. Crown the king, the lone undefeated heavyweight champion of the world, Tyson Fury, the champion.
Let me tell you, the ref stepped in because he wasn't seeing any punches thrown back by Deontay at that point.
The ref stepped in right as the towel was coming in, and I'm talking about the towel from Deontay Wilder's
That's
corner.
correct. Deontay Wilder's corner was throwing in the towel. The ref stepped in. He is battered. He is bloody. And that's the baddest man of all. The Gypsy King is king of boxing. Unbelievable performance.
Yeah, he's just hurt right now. That's pride. But once he goes back and watches this, he'll understand why they stopped, and he'll be thankful for it.
There's no arguing it. That is just the spirit and fight in Deontay Wilder, because that's the kind of champion that he is. He was turning to his corner and saying, why did you do that? The bottom line is that the sport has a megastar. A star is born Vegas style.
Deontay Wilder was taking a lot of punishment. It was just a matter of time before Tyson Fury landed that shot right there. Stood Deontay Wilder up. He's taking a lot of punishment. That was a good stoppage by the corner. They did the right thing. They showed mercy. Deontay Wilder was getting ready to be knocked out.
And here you see it. You don't just go back in the corner and hold up your hands and stay there, because you're an open target. And Tyson Fury seen that, and he just came, rushed ahead with his killer instinct, just with a barrage of punches, ended it.
But to Wilder's credit, he didn't quit, and he wasn't looking for a way out.
Here it goes. Straight punch down the middle. Barrage of punches, and that was it.
Wonderful sign of respect. Two men who have shared so much. The thriller in December of 2018, and now the utter beatdown here in this mega showdown. Tyson Fury delivered on everything he said he would. Let's make it official with Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 1 minute, 39 seconds in round number 7. A referee in charge, Kenny Bayless, recognizes the request to the corner and stops the contest. He is the winner by way of technical knockout. He is still the undefeated lineal heavyweight champion and the new WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury.
Up on the ropes to celebrate in front of his fans. The jingoistic fervor that has taken over the MGM Grand of the Brits and the ethnically proud Irish travelers. The Gypsy King is king of boxing. And there is the famed and history-rich Ring Magazine belt. The green belt, the ring belt, and the lineal claim. Undefeated. Let's go back to the end of the fight and show you how he did it some more.
Here's the end of the fight right here. That's a crushing shot right there. Flick jab, another crushing shot right there. Deontay Wilder better be happy that his corner has a heart. You get hit with too many of those when you've already been beat up and you're already hurt, you're not guaranteed to come out the same. Flick, flick, boom, right on the side of the temple. Deontay Wilder took it.
Watch for the towel on the top left. There's the towel from Wilder's camp. And there is Kenny Bayless stopping the fight with a TKO victory for Fury.
And it was right on time.
And this was the moment that JD's thought he would never see. The longtime trainer.
And you're right. Dre's got a lot of heart. I mean, Deontay's got a lot of heart. and he didn't want that fight to be stopped. He wanted to go out on his shield. But sometimes you got to save the trainer has to save yourself from yourself.
Fury missed that big right hand the last couple of rounds. He couldn't land it. Wilder was just getting out of the way, but Fury switched it up. He flicked, feinted, then came in. That's what I was talking about all night, about having different aspects of your game, different things you can do. You come the same way against an experienced guy, he's going to get out of the way. You got to have something else to fall back on. That was a nice move right there to get the crushing shot through that caused the corner to throw in the towel.
The Fury family, his brother Shane, his wife Paris, his brother Huey, overjoyed. Back into that neutral corner, and now Fury's going to split the guard.
Body shot, short left hook.
From what he dealt with. And again, taking a look at it again. Fury with the right hand, boom, smacking off the left side of the head of Tyson Fury. And look at that, the respect between both men. They trash talk, but they certainly do respect and admire one another. And let's take another look at how this unfolded here in Las Vegas.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 1 minute, 39 seconds in round number 7. A referee in charge, Kenny Bayless, recognizes the request to the corner and stops the contest. He is the winner by way of technical knockout. He is still the undefeated lineal heavyweight champion and the new WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury!
Tyson Fury, the new heavyweight champion of the world. What a performance.
Congratulations to Team Fury. He said that he could not have sacrificed anything more in this training camp, gave everything that he had. And tonight he's walking away with the one belt he was never able to capture, the WBC heavyweight world title.
And Tyson Fury, he said he was going to stop Deontay Wilder. He lived up to his promise.
I know Deontay Wilder is devastated right now.
Let's take a look at the end of the fight, Christina. Right hands in abundance from Tyson Fury.
Who would have known it's the right hand from Tyson Fury? It was that jab hand, that jab from the opening bell that started to cause problems even before the, what we're presuming is eardrum injury from
And we'll see
Tyson.
the towel come in right there from Mark Breland and JD's. Very wise move on their behalf. And Deontay Wilder, obviously, he was telling Kenny Bayless, why did you do it? Here's JD's as he's watching it. And
Breland,
let's take a look at who threw it in.
Breland did, yep.
And Breland threw it in, and he had seen enough. And again, from the overhead camera, that right, boom, down the pipe. Absolute pandemonium. Look at it again as Fury poured it on. And there is the new heavyweight champion of the world, and his name is Tyson Fury. Fury talking with Mauricio Suleiman, and my goodness, and Bernardo Osuna standing by with Deontay Wilder.
First off, how are you?
I'm doing good, you know. Things like this happen. The best man won tonight, but my coach, my side, threw in the towel, and you know I'm ready to go out on my shield, man. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot of things going on coming into this fight, but it is what it is. You know, my leg was already coming in due to other little things. But, you know, I make no excuses tonight. I just wish that my corner would have let me win out on my shield. I'm a warrior, and that's what I do, you know what I'm saying? But he did what he did. There's no excuses, and we come back and be stronger.
They did something to protect you, which is their job, which is important. Now, how do you recover from something like what happened tonight?
I mean, even the greatest came back, you know what I'm saying? That's just part of it. And you just you take it for what it is, you know what I'm saying? I can't make no excuses tonight. Got a lot of complications. And like I said, we come back even stronger the next time around. You know, this is what big-time boxing is all about. The best must fight the best. I just appreciate all the fans that came out tonight and support the show. And I hope everybody goes back home and get back home safely.
Thank you very much, Deontay. We wish you the best, and we'll speak to the champion momentarily, Joe.
So Deontay Wilder, let's take a look at, boom, there's that right hand as Wilder went to the canvas. But Christina, he said that he came into the fight already dealing with some issues. And there was the knockdown.
That was the punch that could have possibly ruptured that eardrum in the third round. It was a right hand by Tyson Fury. But if I heard Deontay correctly in that interview, he said that his leg was already wrecked, or he was dealing with something with his legs. Of course, it's the best training camp they've ever had. And
yeah,
then,
but
then I mean, you said, here, let's listen into Tyson Fury here for a moment.
You know, first and foremost, I want to say thank you to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I said those who bring evil against me will not prosper. I said those who stand in the dark can never come into the light. All praise be to the one and only true God, Jesus Christ. Secondly, I just want to say big shout out to Deontay Wilder. You know, he came here tonight, he manned up, he really did show heart of a champion. I hit him with a clean right hand and dropped him, and he got back up and battled on into round 7. He is a warrior, he will be back, he will be a champion again. But I will say, the king has returned to the top of the throne. Big shout out, Top Rank. Big shout out Frank Warren, Bob Arum, MTK Global, Marbella, BT, Barbada.co.uk, Wow Hydrate. Second of all, I said I'd sing a song tonight, didn't I? A long, long time ago, I can still remember how that music used to make me smile. Sing along if you know the words. And I knew if I had my chance, I could make those people dance, and maybe they'd be happy for a while. But February made me shiver with every paper I deliver. Bad news on the doorstep, I couldn't take one more step. I can't remember if I cried when I read about his widow bride. Something touched me deep inside the day the music died. All together now. So bye, bye, Miss American Pie. The levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. What? This'll be the day that I die. Now did you believe in rock and roll? Can music save your mortal soul? And can you teach me how to dance real slow? Well, I know that I'm in love with you, 'cause I saw you dancing in the gym. We both kicked off our shoes. Man, I dig those rhythm and blues. Oh, I Bronkin Buck with a pink carnation and a pickup truck. See, I knew I was out of luck the day the music died. Thank you, Las Vegas!
What a moment for the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury. This victory, Christina, catapults him into the stratosphere as one of the biggest stars in sports today.
Hands down. And, you know, kudos to both fighters giving respect to one another. Tyson Fury boxed, used his jab, but the extra weight seemed to maybe help Tyson Fury. Did it hurt Deontay Wilder at all?
Well,
what do you think?
I think that the extra weight helped Fury. The extra weight for Wilder may have hindered him, in my opinion. He didn't seem as fast. Something about his legs. I'm going to make an assumption right now and say that when Wilder got in the ring in that first round, I watched it and studied a lot of tape on both guys, and we've seen a lot of fights from both. Wilder didn't seem like himself. He seemed, you and I were talking about it, in the first round, he seemed like he was slipping around the ring. He could not maintain his proper balance. I'm not saying that that's the